So let's talk about another C word within relationships, and that's conflict. Now, in the line of work I do when I wear my other hat of mediator, whether it's a relationship mediation to help a couple separate or bring them together, it's all around the conflict. Now, some people are high conflict or they are avoidant. Too much avoidance, that is like everyone has gone off somewhere. It's that burying the head in the sand. And the conflict is an escalation upon escalation. On these two axes, if it were, sits the death of a couple. The perfect relationship is if there's conflict and you remove it to get close again. And that's a wonderful dynamic to have within a relationship. Estrangement is I don't even know who's living here and when's the last time we had a conversation. When's the last time you touched each other, that you looked into each other's eyes? The last time you talked about something else other than what's planned for tomorrow, the boring, the mundane stuff. It's not always negative. It's just the affection leaves, the warmth is gone, the love, the aliveness, and the vibrancy of it just seeps out. You always want that ratio of at least 5 positive to negative conversations at least. And often those conflicts, they sort of stem from different levels of consciousness and connection within the relationship. And there's 4 levels of those to have of consciousness within the relationship that helps alleviate the conflict. Now, one of those is egocentric, which is where it's a core focus about yourself. A child is egocentric in nature. Life is all about my needs. And I wonder if your inner child is running the relationship at some time. Point 2 is ethnocentric. You care about other people who are like you or can give you pain or pleasure. Usually you grow out of this in your late teens or early adults. 3, world-centric, where you care about everyone. And the spirit-centric is where you care about all living things. A bug or an animal is important as a human. Under stress, people will go backwards in their consciousness, and often they'll go back to the egocentric way where their child runs the show and it's all about me. That's the default pattern. And more often than that, I see that in couples who have had a lot of childhood trauma or just stuff that's happened in those early years, and trauma can be defined in many different ways, but just check in and see who's actually running the show, your inner child or the adult version of you.